Welcome to this week's 5 Minutes of Revelation, and today in those 5 minutes I want to ask you, how do you handle pressure? Because we all know the situations when pressure comes, maybe in school or later on in your job, or whether it's in your family, your friend's life, whatever it is, there's always this pressure that is trying to bring us down and trying to push us into some kind of shape or form. But when this pressure comes, there's only two options. Either you overcome this pressure or you are overcome by it. Either you break through this pressure and are the victor, or you break down and this pressure overcomes you. There's only those two options, and you are the one that decides which way it goes. Because what makes the difference? Well, the difference is made by whatever is inside of you, and that is your faith. That's what makes the difference. So because when pressure comes, when you are pressed from every side, whatever is inside you is what will come out. It's like a sponge. When you press it, the water or whatever is inside the sponge, it's gonna come out and it's gonna show. And it's the same with you. When the pressure is on, when things are pressing down on you from the outside, whatever it is, that which is in you will show up. And if that is faith, if that is God, if that is His ability on the inside of you, then that's what will show up. And then you will overcome this pressure, and then you will be victorious, and you will break through and not break down. But if you're full of crap, if you're full of doubt and unbelief, and if you're angry at God and disappointed and whatnot, then all this dirt is going to show up when you're oppressed. And then you're going to sit in your own crap and you're not going to get out of it. But that's not God's dirt that you're sitting in right then. No, that's your own. Whereas you could also choose to believe God, believe His word, get full of faith. And then when you're pressed, what comes out will be good, will be the blessing, and make you victorious. And you are the one that decides which way it goes. When the pressure is on, that which is in you will show up, will come to the outside. In Exodus 1 verse 12, it talks about the Israelites that now live in Egypt. And the Israelites, they multiplied so much that the Egyptians got scared and thought, well, we're going to have to pressure them. We're going to have to put a lot of burden and a lot of hard work on them to keep them down and to keep them controlled. But then it says, but the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied and spread. So the Egyptians came to dread or fear the Israelites. See, they thought that they can press the people of God and thereby overcome them and thereby break them down. But what they didn't know is that those people were full of faith, that those people were the people of God, with God inside them. So when they got pressed, all this blessing, all this goodness, all this prosperity that was inside them came to the outside and showed up in their lives. And then in the situation of pressure, where most people would break down, where most people wouldn't be able to handle it any longer, those people multiplied and they grew and they became bigger and stronger than they were before. And that's exactly what the blessing should do in your life. That's why God gave it to you. When everything around you is breaking down, when everything is going downhill, you should be the one that is going up. You should be the one that's receiving greater blessings and stepping up and breaking through and overcoming, because God is on the inside of you and you have the faith of God. And when you're oppressed, that faith is what should and will show up, if that's what's in you. And that's why I'm here to encourage you today. Get filled with faith and start to know that your God is with you and that He blessed you. And that means that He empowered you with His ability, that you have Him on the inside of you and that He's there to bless you and cause you to overcome in every situation. And your faith is what will make the difference. Your faith is what will make the difference between you breaking down or you breaking through, between you being the overcomer or being overcome. So take this with you and be encouraged by that. Also, don't forget to read your chapter a day, and I will see you again next week.